Morning. Let's talk about hate speech. One of our writers with the butcher shop, Chappie Gypsy, just went to Facebook jail for speaking his mind about the LBTGQ, RSVT, whatever organizations out there for other than hetero. Okay, and he came up with an idea. You will see this article either tomorrow or Monday. But I want to explain some things to you guys on this. When Mark Zuckerberg appeared before a committee in Washington, Senator Ted Cruz zeroed in on Facebook's practice of censoring conservative voices and elevating liberal voices. And Zuckerberg sidestepped it and tap danced and said it would never happen and he was going to watch it and all this. They had to come up with a plan to forward their liberal agenda. And the plan is this. If somebody like Chappie says, I don't think that drag queens should be reading stories to 3-year-olds in a public library, and I really think it's kind of improper for 9-year-olds to be doing burlesque dances in a nightclub while grown men stick dollar bills in their panties. And the LBGQ whatever community is wrong in doing this because they're immoral. Well, that's not a conservative voice. That's hate speech. Okay, and they say, well, we've now changed the terms of service. We've added some things. You need to take a look at this and everything. And who reads that 40-page document? And in there it says if you address any of these issues, it's hate speech. If you address somebody's lifestyle, okay? So you go to Facebook jail and you get booted off completely. But if a liberal comes on and they say that the President of the United States is an orange boob who's having sex with his daughter, that's just an opinion, and that's just politics and freedom of speech. And that's how it's working. Well, what we do here at the butcher shop is we mainly publish through outside mediums, the Tea Party Tribune, the Damn Good Times, places like that. And the links we use, like what I'm doing here right now, are from third-party sites. So when you write something, or we write something that we really want to sneak in, we make sure we get it published to the Trib, and then we take that link and we put that on like Facebook, because their algorithms read the link, they don't read the article. And as long as you don't have any trigger words like LBGQ or anything in there, it won't zero in on hate speech. If they know you're conservative and they see those 4 letters, they'll know, well, whatever's in that link has got to be hate speech, and they'll zap it. Another thing is pictures. If you have a picture like Doc Green put up the other day, on the top of the top picture, it showed the women dressed in white at the State of the Union address, and in the bottom picture shows some Klansmen, and it says, some things never change. Well, that's 2 days in Facebook jail. It's hate speech. Okay? But if you take that same picture on the Trib, and you don't make it the featured picture, and you put it down lower in the article, they'll never see it. The other thing is, you don't want to post your stuff at wildly liberal sites. And I know you think you can go in there and you might get through to some of these people. Well, you might as well go into a mosque and try to convert the people there to the Baptist faith, because it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. So as much as we'd like to distribute our ideas and get people on board and everything and make America great again, there's a large contingent of people in this country that don't want to make America great, okay? They want us to fall. They want us to divide. They want abortions up to the first day of school. They want the execution of the elderly when they get in the way. They want open borders so that the country dissolves, okay? So you're never going to convert these people. What you've got to do is be wise and understand that platforms such as Facebook have an agenda. Twitter has an agenda. And it's right there in your face, folks. It's right there in your face. I put up with this every day. And Chappie Gypsy is 20 or 30 years ago, to say that I don't want a drag queen in a public library reading any stories to any children. I don't think it's proper. No one would have given it a second thought. But the American Library Association, the ALA, they think it's perfectly fine. In fact, they have links on their website where there's funding and support for anyone that wants to do that. Would you like to start a drag queen story hour at your library? Please contact us. We can help. We can help. Folks, this is wrong. This will degrade and rust America. That is as simple as I can put it. I don't have to drag this. This does not have to be a 30-minute video. It is simple. And you can thump your Bible or you can be an atheist, but you know where this is going. This is pedophilia. There's no reason to expose a child to someone who is a sexual deviant. And I mean, and that's not hate speech. To deviate from what is known to be the norm makes you a deviant. Okay? So, like, if I'm married to a woman and we're having a happy marriage, that would be the norm. If I'm having wild sex with chickens, that would be a deviation from the norm. Of course, now in California, you can probably marry the chicken, but that's the way it really works. But that's just a little heads up for everybody about hate speech. Be careful what you write. Be careful where you distribute it. And they may pop us one day. They may slip in there, and all of a sudden, all our so-called sites come down on Facebook and all this stuff. But you know what? There are thousands of links in there, thousands of articles, thousands more shares, thousands more shares of shares. And that's where it begins, because we're not the only one. Who all here is a cracker?